first of all, I want to thank all of our fans for making such a great showing at the Pink Zone game and honoring and contributing to the cause in the fight against breast cancer and all cancers. We really had just such a tremendous crowd today, and it was great to see all the pink in the house and to understand that so much of the proceeds from the tickets of this game and the t-shirts were going to go to the fight and the cause against cancer. You know, as far as our basketball team goes, I thought, again, another very hard-fought quality victory against an opponent that is extremely proficient at their game. And obviously, Andrea Riley is one of the best penetrators and most difficult players in the league to guard, and she certainly brought her very best to the floor tonight, particularly in the second half, in her ability to get to the foul line. I was really pleased that I thought our team stepped up in the areas we had really emphasized and put a great deal of work to in the past week. And to that extent, I think that bye week really was good for us at that point in time, at this point in time in the season. And obviously you have to keep building off of that, but it was really gratifying to see our team step up and improve their execution on the offensive end of the floor and take care of the ball at a higher level and answer some of the struggles that we had on the offensive end of the floor.
Shayla still have her starting job?
Yeah. Again, I think, you know, we're all real saddened to see Shaylee. She's down with the monovirus and is day-to-day at this point in time. So we'll just continue to hope and pray that, you know, she sees improvement, and it really is a day-to-day evaluation that we'll be making just based on her health and how she feels at this point.
You went with a little bigger line in her place. Was that any particular thing that Oklahoma State does, or was it just?
No, that was just, again, in evaluating what I felt would be our most effective answer to losing Shaylee on the perimeter. And obviously you saw Jalana step up big, and she'd been performing over a period of time extremely well at practice, and I thought answered the call in a very, very big way when her team needed her the most. Had a great week of practice and really has had some very, very strong showings of practice over the course of the last 3 weeks or so, but not nearly as dominant as this past week, and then stepped up in a big-time game for us when the need was tremendous, and just brought us a top-drawer game today.
Coach, you talked a little about playing better offensively after struggling for the last 7-8 games. Can you talk a little more about what was different today and why you guys were a little more, I guess, effective?
Well, I think we were better at moving the ball. We didn't force the ball inside and crowd the floor quite as much as we had. And I really simplified probably the playbook a little bit, and we did that all week long, just trying to get good at some things and improve our spacing, trying to answer some of the problems we thought our posts were seeing off the catch, with lanes being real crowded. And I thought our guards did a nice job with that overall. I just think that this week in the gym was very valuable to us, and I think you know, you get to a point like after that Baylor game where you see how close you were, aside from possessions you wasted, and this team has always been one that steps up and really puts their mind and their attention to areas where they need to improve if they have the time. And they did have the time this week. We didn't have a 2-day preparation like Oklahoma State did, and I think it came at just the right time.
Kari, can you talk about just your role today, you know, kind of reversing, you know, being the point guard, being the leader? Can you talk about your adaptation to it?
Excuse me, I didn't hear that.
Could you just talk about your, like the adaptations that you made to being point guard today and taking the leader role?
Well, it's, I've learned so much by, playing with Shaylee and, especially Coach E, And so I really focused in practice this week because I knew, there could be a chance that I would have to play more of the point guard, because of Shaylee's day by day. And so I really just took it upon myself to really stay focused and really just do what my team needed me to do. And, I'm not going to be Shaylee Linning, no one really can, but I really just tried to take care of the ball and get us an offense and really just try to find passes where they needed to